everybody, and welcome to episode 10 of the Unnamed Gaming Podcast. We got to episode 10, guys.
That's this many.
We did it.
We did it.
We did it. That's this many. You guys can't see my hands, but I got 10 showing. That's this many.
Just holding up a finger.
That's only 7.
Yep. Oh no!
Bendy
I forgot how to count.
Bendy can't count.
It's canon in the Unnamed universe now.
Absolutely. I just want to start the show by saying a big happy Thanksgiving to all of our American fans or listeners. You know, 2 of you that may be out there. I hope you enjoy your Turkey Day and it is lovely and you are thankful. I'm going to be honest, I don't understand what Thanksgiving is if I'm going to be there, but we want you to have a wonderful day. It's what we're all saying.
Enjoy the parade.
And if you don't celebrate it, have fun, whatever you're doing tomorrow, that time of recording, which is Thursday.
And if you're not celebrating it, happy almost Black Friday.
Yeah. And then there's Cyber Monday and then Christmas.
And that's basically how the world works.
Time, it's a weird soup.
Would you like to introduce yourself properly?
Me? Okay. I'm Bendy. I am the Admiral to the Unnamed Army. Welcome. Yes, I game and stuff.
Damn.
That was the best intro I've ever done.
Literally was fantastic. Well done.
So smooth. Okay, I am Tempest B, Marshal of the Unnamed Army universe thing. I stream, I game, I love. Thanks for being here.
You love? Wow.
I like that. I like that Tempest. That's canon too.
Tempest. Everybody's lover. And I am Nell Creates.
Why did you question yourself then?
I don't know.
What is happening? This is fucking chaos, you guys. And I'm living for it.
I am Nell Creates. Is that better? I didn't question myself that time.
Yes.
I am the general idiot, gamer, streamer, cosplayer, I guess. That was a question mark. I guess, we'll go on with what have we been playing this week? Tempest.
That's me. Right. Let's see. Oh yes. I started a new game on Monday when I was streaming. It is called Agatha Christie and the Agatha Christie's The ABC Murders.
I thought I had you outpegged for strange game this week, Tempest, but what the heck?
Never, ever outgame Tempest.
Agatha Christie's ABC Murders.
Yes.
Are you Agatha Christie?
No, I am actually Hercule Poirot.
Oh. The detective.
Yes.
Of Agatha Christie fame.
It's quite fun actually. It's like a murder mystery puzzle solving game and point and clicky kind of thing. You are Hercule Poirot trying to solve these murders, but the best part is you get ego points if you act like Hercule Poirot. So every time I go past a mirror, I look in it and I get ego points.
Oh my god!
This game sounds amazing.
Yes, I'm currently playing it on the Xbox One, but I looked to see because I was so enjoying it. I thought hopefully there's more games like they did other ones of it, but they didn't. It came out in like 2016, this, and then that was kind of it. But I did see that they've brought out a new set of games, a new game this year called The Early Cases, and basically you play young Poirot, who's bald for some reason.
Oh, okay.
Trying to solve a murder at a house, but so that might be in the future. But that's apart from like my usual mention of Stardew Valley. I haven't really been playing much else.
I think that's enough, quite frankly. Murder mystery strangeness is great. I'm gonna go next because I'm gonna leave the strange. And we're gonna have like a sandwich, a strange sandwich. We're gonna have a strange at the beginning and a strange at the end, and then there's just my non-strange in the middle.
I'm going to go off on a little tangent here because
Alright.
Agatha Christie is really interesting. Did you know that she went missing
Yeah.
I did.
and then she was found
I
and
did.
she lost her memory while she was missing?
Yes, indeed. I got it
Crazy,
from
right?
a podcast.
Me too. Maybe it was the same podcast.
Do go on.
It was just, I just found that really interesting, and they thought it was just all a publicity stunt because our car was found. It was really good. This isn't a true crime podcast, though. This is a gaming podcast. Carry on, Rachel.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Unnamed Agatha Christie podcast, apparently. So, yeah, my game this week is, like, probably the most popular game that has come out in the last week. I had a good old session on Halo Infinite yesterday. Obviously, it's just the PvP multiplayer section of it. The campaign is not out yet, but as with all good things, it is free on Xbox Game Pass and PC Game Pass. And oh my god, the nostalgia. I loved it. I loved it. I was going around skewering people with the sword, hammering people to death. That was more fun than it should have been. Massive hammer, just like bang. If Halo had the same comms that Warzone did, there would have been a lot of swearing.
I did see you swinging the giant hammer at times.
Yeah, I always swing my hammer, man. But it was. It's fun, you know. It's not groundbreaking. It's pretty much the same as where they left off many moons ago, where it comes to the multiplayer aspect of it. But it's fun. It's fun to play with friends. It's fun to do stupid things. I especially love the game mode, which escapes my memory now. What it's called, but where you basically, whenever you die, you swap your weapons to something new, because it means you just go ham with different weapons that you probably never choose before. And it was, I loved it. It just took me back to when I was like 14-year-olds LAN partying with my friends on an Xbox 360 or whatever it was back then.
with the multiplayer on Halo, if ain't broke, don't fix it.
Don't
Like,
fix
just make
it.
it look prettier. But everybody loves the jumping mechanics and the way Halo looks. So you know, you don't need to change anything about it. You don't need to add a battle royale to it or anything like that.
No,
Just
please,
be
we don't need that.
be Halo multiplayer. That's all you need. We're fine.
I'm looking forward to the campaign when that comes out. Seeing as that's apparently going to be on Game Pass as well. I mean, free.
I am so excited for that, and we'll be playing it when it comes out. 100%.
Absolutely.
I'm not a big multiplayer fan myself, but campaign Halo wise, I love me some Halos.
I would say who doesn't, but
Who
doesn't. So.
I mean, I wouldn't say I hate it. I've just never played Halo.
Yeah.
Somebody your age just never plays Halo.
Whoa.
We're like the same age, so
if you didn't have
it, was the Halo group.
But if you didn't have an Xbox or a PC,
I mean, to be fair, I never had the original Xbox. I had the 360, but quite late, and I don't know. It never appealed to me. I don't know why. It just never did. And I say I've never played it. I did download the Master Chief Collection, maybe about a month or so ago, and I did start to give it a go, and it was okay, but nothing compelled me to go back to it. But I might give the new one a go when it comes out, just for the fact that
it's on Game Pass.
It's on Game Pass. Yeah, it's not going to hurt to give it a go, and I'm not going to. I'm not kiboshing Halo at all. I've got no ups or downs about it, but it's just been something that's it's not interested me personally. But
that's fair.
Play it with friends. That's what I suggest. Play it in co-op with friends. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's what I've been playing this week. Unfortunately, it's been a bit of a busy week for me. So that's literally all of the really interesting new stuff. So let's go to something strange. There's your sandwich there, see?
Well,
strange,
welcome
nettle,
to
boring, bendy,
um,
strange.
welcome to Vendy's Strange Corner. Welcome. Well, I'll start with my boring stuff. So, Animal Crossing, played a bit of Overcooked, bit more Back for Blood, the usual things I play all the time. I dipped my toes into a little bit of Rocket League this week, which
That is strange.
It was about 1 a.m, and I was delirious. So my friends, we were just playing Overcooked. It was like, should we go and play a little bit of Rocket League? Bendy, you should join us. I was like, fine, it's free. And then we just had like a 4-man match. I scored a goal. I'm very bad at it, but yeah. But the weird thing I've been playing, and I don't know if it is all that weird. It is kind of weird. I've been playing Katamari Damacy. Have you heard of it? Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
No.
It's on Game Pass. They've done like a remaster, I think. And basically there's this thing called the King of all Cosmos, and he destroyed the night sky. Like, how? I don't know. I didn't follow the story very much. So you are the Prince of all Cosmos, and you're like this little green thing with like a cylinder head. Looks so weird. And you're tasked to creating stars for the night sky. And how you do that is you have something called a Katamari, which is like a little ball that you roll around and you pick stuff up. Like, stuff sticks to it. And the more stuff you collect on it, the bigger stuff you can collect on it, which makes it a bigger Katamari. But the controls are really hard to use. Like, it's really hard to like turn around and roll around, and if you've got something like you roll over, I rolled over some chopsticks and they came flat, and if I tried to roll to the left, I would have like a bump because a big chopstick was hanging out the side of it. So you have to be careful of what you grab. And it's so colourful, and it's got great music. The music for it is so good, and then it has these really weird cutscenes, and I think they're in Japanese. I want to say they're in Japanese. And there's just like people talking about things not really related to the story. I say that in quotes of it, but yeah, it's so weird but so fun to just roll this thing around.
I don't know what I found funnier there. What you played, or the fact that Tempest knew exactly what you'd played.
Because Tempest plays weird games. I watched somebody play it on a Let's Play thing, and I was like, oh, this looks like it could be quite fun to play. And this was years and years ago, and I was invested in this whole gameplay series of them just completing Katamari Damacy. And I was like, oh, reroll on Game Pass, let's give it a go. And it's so much harder than I make it sound as well. Like, you have a certain time frame to make your Katamari a certain size, and I've just been doing I needed to make it a meter. I need to make it really big, and I had 10 minutes, and I did it 4 times until I actually got it to a meter.
Oh my God.
Because you get stuck in places because it gets too big, and then you have to move to an area that is just for over a certain size, but then you can get back into where you were and you can pick up bigger things within that. And it's in houses. Like, the one I just did was just in a room, and then you get to the bedroom and the garden, and you can't pick up certain things when it's smaller, but then when you can come back and then you can pick it up when you're a bit bigger, and then it makes it huge. It's very strange, but very fun. I enjoyed it, and I'm going to carry on playing it until I got a whole night sky.
Oh, fair enough.
And the King of all Cosmos is weird. He's ripped.
I approve. I approve.
Go Google the king of all cosmos, and tell me that he's not weird and not ripped.
Wow,
The
Jesus.
silence is deafening.
Look at those abs, though.
Hell.
Yep.
Okay, well, that's suitably strange, Bendy. Well done.
I played a small amount of a game called Ring of Pain as well, but it was really bad and I didn't know what was happening, so I stopped playing it.
Oh, fair enough.
It was some card game thing, and it didn't give you very good instructions of how to play, and I got bored very quickly. So, but yeah, Katamari Damacy. I really hope we're pronouncing that right. I'm probably not though.
Sounds fluent to me.
Yeah, I was going to say it sounds perfect to me, and there's nobody here disagreeing with you. So fair enough. That was our new sandwich today. Suitably strange on both ends.
I think I'm quite average.
That's what makes it
normal.
tasty.
What? Tempest, nobody's ever accused you of being normal.
I mean, fair play.
I meant game-wise. Wonderful. Okay, so now we've got some news for you. Well, I hope we have some news for you. Tempest, we'll go with you again. What news do you have for us this week?
Okay, this is going to be a bit of a strange one, because I was trying to find some news and nothing was jumping out at me that I liked, and I see this and I was like, well, I'm going to read this, and then I was just like, do you know what? This will it might go on a little bit of a conversation after, tangent maybe.
You mean the thing that we're known for?
Doing tangents? No, we don't do that.
Lies.
So, have either of you heard of a space trading and combat sim called Star Citizen?
I have heard of it.
Basically, it is a game by developer Cloud Imperium Games that was basically a crowd-funded game.
Oh.
The campaign started back in 2012 and is currently sitting at 400 million raised. The game is still not released.
What?
Yeah. So basically, the last time one of its marked target dates for like a stretch goal or community-led goal, whatever, was in 2014, and at that time they was at 63 million. So people are still funding this game. I mean, I'm not being funny. I looked it up. I went on their website and I watched the trailer, and it looks like Mass Effect. It looks great, and it's in an alpha, so it's it's getting there. But you'd think,
do you think they need more money to pay Mark Hamill, which they've clearly used the face for in this picture that I'm looking at?
Possibly there is that. I wonder if he voiced everyone.
Oh yeah, I'd like that. Bring me more Mark Hamill, please.
But it's just, I looked at it and I was just like, I've seen crowd-funded games before and they do pretty well. I think I backed one. I backed Ukulele. I don't know if you heard of that one.
The spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie.
That's the boy. But the thing that
Game Pass.
I know it is on Game Pass after I backed it. But the thing that kind of turned my head to it was the fact that, like, I wanted to kind of gauge your thoughts on crowdfunded games. Like, I've just said I've backed it and everything, but like, would you take the risk of backing something like that, especially knowing that this has been nearly 10 years in the making? They've got like so much money and it's not fully released yet.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah. I have actually backed a crowd-funded game, and it is currently being made. It's in like pre-releases, so if you if you gave a certain amount of money, you'd automatically get a key to it anyway. So it's in its pre-release, and I've got a key to it. It's like a little like mental health game, which is quite nice actually. But so I have, but it was a very small enterprise, and it was going to be a very small game. I'm not sure how comfortable I would feel crowdfunding a game that looks like it's going to be massive, because
I absolutely get it for indie developers. Like, they need a crowdfund. That's like the lifeblood of bringing these small games that may not be picked up by like publishers and things and getting their work out there. I do agree with that, but this much?
Yeah. How
for
much?
10
Sorry, how much
years.
did you say that they were currently at?
$400 million. It said on the website.
Right.
I found.
Yeah.
Right. I have some management in game design budget, right? 400 million. Do you know how big a team you could get for that, and how quickly you could make a game?
You could get us to make Cthulhu Saves the Podcast.
Precisely.
Mm-hmm. And then also buy us all houses. I mean,
still
what?
have change.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally. That's a ridiculous amount of money for something that still isn't out yet.
Yeah, I mean, the thing, like I said, I watched like the little gameplay. Like, it's not even a gameplay trailer; it's just a theatrical trailer. More looks of it, but it did look pretty good. But you know, it's like it's a long time waiting for this game, and someone actually reported them to the UK Advertising Standards Agency over it.
Oh, really?
So obviously, people have had enough of waiting, which is fair. Because I mean, I've backed a few things on Kickstarter in my time, and one of them was a Cthulhu themed board game.
Really?
Is it out yet, and can we play it?
I have it. It's in my possession.
We need to play that game.
Yeah, it's
Carry
called Unspeakable Words. But yeah, I backed it, and I got it like 2 years after the date I was supposed to receive it. And I've also backed a D&D 5th edition, like it's a core book kind of thing, but it sets it in like this retroverse, so everything's kind of futuristic and stuff. I was supposed to receive that in April 2019, and it's barely got updates at the minute. I know he kind of come out recently, said he's been having trouble, which is fair enough, but he wasn't letting people know what was going on. And I think that's the issue with crowdfunding, is that you could just be left waiting for a long time for some of these things.
And you're not going to get your money back.
I think there's some protection, like you can request your money back, but it's one of them things.
Depends on which
again.
one you is. One of them is that if you back it and it doesn't come out by the time it's meant to, you get your money back from it. I can't remember which one it is.
I know Kickstarter is they don't charge you unless it makes its money, but if it's on Indiegogo, they receive that money no matter what.
Yeah. It's a tricky one, because it's on paper, it's actually a really good thing, but in reality, it could just be complete non-starter.
And when do you then, like in this situation, when do you stop? When do you go, right, yeah, we only needed, like, I'm looking at their Kickstarter now, and it's I'm guessing they're doing it crowdfunded over different platforms, but it's 2.1 million at the moment on Kickstarter. Their goal was 500,000. When do you start going? Yeah.
Yeah, but that size, that is.
Apparently, they were No Man's Skying it in terms of what they promised for the game. So,
should there be some kind of?
Yes, I mean, it generally with these things, if you get to what you made, you should not be able to crowdfund anymore unless you can prove that A, you have made what you promised from that amount. B, anything extra will go towards DLC or some other form of that game. but you should not be able to get any more money on it, specifically like for games, until you have made a certain proportion of the game.
I've just had a look, and there's the link to their stretch goals. Doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, I think you can, because when I was on their site, you can basically, like, I think what Nettle said with the game that she said she'd backed there, where you could still kind of contribute and you'd get a key. I think you can just do that straight on their site now. That's probably where the majority of this money is, to be fair.
Yeah, you can buy, you can essentially just buy it, but I don't know. It needs to. They need to tell. I guess they need to know what they're doing with that money. Is what I would want to know. Like, American McGee, he is trying to crowdfund Alice Asylum at the moment, and I'm probably going to end up backing it, if I'm honest, because I love those games. But he releases all the time, like, the artwork and things, and the people that are backing it will get that, and it's just putting the story and stuff to the publishers at the moment.
Yeah.
So you get stuff, like a lot of stuff, but yeah, I don't know the story enough to know. It's been 10 years.
The thing is, if this money had come from a publisher, the publisher every month would be like, where are you? Where are you at? What have you got? What's happening next month? This is the goal. This is what you need to have in by this point, or you're going to have your money stopped. So, like, there needs to be some form of, like, a validation when it comes to this kind of thing. When you're giving a certain amount of money in, how far have you got with the money you got given?
The last update on Kickstarter was 2013.
Yeah. It's... I mean, can I just say, though, there is a little bit of people are still backing this on that site, then that's a little bit up on them. You know, you can research this and see how far it's got and see the fact that it hasn't really got anywhere. So if you're going to keep giving money to it, then that's your fault. But at the same time, there needs to be regulation on this. You can't just allow people to just keep giving money on the promise of something that's never going to come. No,
it's like you said, there needs, as much as these are like crowd-funded, you know, independent type things, whatever, there still needs to be some kind of regulation on the fact that all these people have trusted you with this money and you're now just sat with it for like the last 10 years.
Those 30,000 backers or whatever, or however many it is now, which is probably, well, that's 2 million, and they've got an extra 2 million. So let's say like 60,000 backers. 60,000 people that they are going to give the game to because they've backed. Probably, maybe you probably don't get it at like $5 or whatever. They're still going to sell that game if it comes out. But why do they need more money for development? I don't get it. I don't get it.
The thing is, for that money, surely they've sold every copy they probably need to sell.
Yeah. For that kind of money, not only have they sold every copy they're going to have, they've made 3 other games.
So yeah, anyway, that was my news.
That was quite controversial news there.
I like to bring the heat.
Yeah, I don't disagree with crowdfunding because it's important for people but this kind of this extreme crowdfunding, it rubs me up the wrong way. Yeah. Like a little indie game that wants us at 100,000 and takes 100,000 and you get a game. Brilliant. Carry on doing that because we love indie games. But this is AAA money and nothing's happening with it.
Sounds like AAA to me. Sorry. Yeah, no, I think that brings a bit more. It's so many questions. It's not just about gaming as well. It's about the rest of the world in crowdfunding as well, because it just happens everywhere. There was a similar incident with I don't know, if it was some guy with smartwatches or something, and he did a similar thing, and he just never got anywhere with it, and then he just took all the money, and it was like, oh, what?
Didn't
So
also similar thing happen with Fire Festival? A load of
yes,
backing and then gave him nothing.
absolutely nothing.
Just
So
an empty field.
well,
Cheese
yeah.
sandwiches, though.
Sandwich.
I'd pay $100,000 for a cheese sandwich.
Who wouldn't? I mean, we are British. We do love our cheese sandwiches. But yeah, it's just I think this kind of thing proves that there needs to be a regulation. But the problem is, there's never going to be a regulation because these companies are all over the different places in the world where different rules will apply to everything. So, well, that got us all heated and raged early on. Well done, Tempest. Spendy, what's your news?
I also have kind of strange news too, as well as strange games, strange news. Were you guys aware that in 1999, Microsoft attempted to buy Nintendo?
I was not.
No.
So, Microsoft feared with the release of the Xbox that they weren't going to have enough games for the platform. And in all fairness, they didn't. So what's his name?
Jiminy Bob.
Steve Ballmer, the Microsoft former CEO, was like, why don't you go and talk to Microsoft? Why don't you go and talk to Nintendo and see if we can buy them so we can have Nintendo games on the Xbox? And basically, Nintendo laughed.
I was going to say, I'd love to have been in that room when they were like, look, can we just like buy Mario from you? And they just look around, see if there's like hidden cameras somewhere.
There's a quote from a guy called Kevin Backus, who was the third-party relations for Xbox at the time, and he says, "It made us go to Nintendo to see if they would consider being acquired. They just laughed their asses off. Like, imagine an hour of somebody just laughing at you. That's kind of how the meeting went." And I find that hilarious. Like, and the fact that it's like the 20th anniversary of the Xbox, or it has been, and they've released it just to say, look what we tried to do. We're insane.
But can you imagine all the Mario games on Game Pass?
Can you? I was thinking about it earlier when I was, and then the picture on the article that I read, which was on Kotaku, which apparently is the home for strange gaming news, written by Luke Plunkett. I'm gonna plug him here. There's a picture of the Mario Castle, Mario and Master Chief holding hands. It's really good. But I was thinking about it. I was like, I did say a few years ago, I think when the Xbox One came out, or just before the Switch came out, it's like, oh, wouldn't it be good to be able to play like Zelda games with an Xbox controller on the Xbox to a friend of mine? And then this, like, they tried to do it. Failed miserably because Nintendo does not need to be acquired because Nintendo is Nintendo.
Just think of all the extra Smash characters you could have had now, though.
Oh my god.
Chief! You could have had Chief! Master Chief! Nintendo, you missed out. You missed out on having Master Chief in Smash Bros.
I bet it was a great offer as well.
Can you imagine? It would probably be probably bigger than Bethesda, that acquisition, and probably more expensive than that in 1999.
Cheese sandwich.
They offered a cheese sandwich. And Nintendo were like, well, we do love a cheese sandwich.
We do love a cheese sandwich, but no. Sorry, gonna have to offer at least 3, and that was too much.
But I just find it funny that they were laughed out of the room. Oh, brilliant! And that is my news.
That is brilliant.
Imagine what the world would be like if Microsoft acquired Nintendo in 1999. Sit and think about that for a little bit.
I don't want to. It's scary.
Am I right?
I like the fact that we've gone from kind of almost rage-inducing news to just laughing news.
This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start bringing weird stuff.
Strange.
You watch out.
Welcome to Bendy's Strange Corner.
Yeah.
She won't let us leave. Please help.
Think 3 times if you're in trouble.
I'm always in trouble. That's my secret cap.
My news is slightly nostalgic. Again, more to our age group than anything else. The younger generation probably won't care as much about this. But did you guys ever play Rock Band or Guitar Hero?
I
indeed.
did.
Yeah, I thought you might. Well, Harmonix, who are the developers of both Rock Band and Guitar Hero, have just been they've called it welcomed into the family. They've been bought, basically, by Epic Games.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Microsoft.
No, they laughed them out the room. No, they've been bought by Epic Games to be brought on as part of the Fortnite development team. Fortnite is obviously has got a massive thing at the moment for doing like dance and music events. So yeah, Harmonix have been brought on to do music stuff within Fortnite. Harmonix has come out and said they've always been inspired to create world's most beloved interactive music experiences, and by joining Epic we'll be able to do this at scale. Together we will push the creative boundaries of what's possible and invent new ways for our players to make, perform and share music. And Epic have also come out and said music is already being bringing millions of people together in Fortnite, from our remotes to global concerts and events. And they did have a very big event with BTS about a year ago, I think it was. Together with the Harmonix team, we will transform how players experience music, going from passive listeners to active participants. So they're clearly making this music events thing a massive part of the game now. Will they be bringing out Fortnite-style guitars that you can use in Fortnite? Wait and see pie.
I'm going to say it's going to be like quick time event musical things, isn't it? Where you just like Dance Revolution over the Fortnite map.
Can you imagine it?
I'm just imagining like Big, the movie. There's just going to be a giant piano that you can run over. In like in the middle of the field, you're trying to be sneaky, and then you just end up going over a piano and then get killed.
Best part is like that things like that is when you're kind of you run across the piano, see something, and then run back. So you go. But yeah,
you get so distracted, you start playing chopsticks.
But clearly, there's going to be the fact that they brought a company that specializes in interactive music games for their music and live events. I mean, it sounds like it's going to be pretty fun.
I'm interested to see what kind of peripherals they're going to start making, because Harmonix are the masters of the peripheral, aren't they? With their guitars and their drums and their microphones and stuff, and how they're going to incorporate that into Fortnite. That'll be interesting to see. Yeah.
Fun fact, Rock Band microphone was the first microphone that I used when I started streaming.
Aww.
Wow.
I know. Just had it lying on my desk.
That's cute.
But yes,
I like that.
That is our news for this week. There's a little bit of everything in there, I think. Something to
I
please
think we had
everyone.
Some rage, some dumb, and some fun. You choose which one.
Name of the this week's podcast. some rage, some fun, and some dumb.
Oh, I love the fact that our
Yeah.
names come so organically.
Well, they have to. They have to. Right. Okay. So, with the news done, obviously we're going to go on to our question of the week.
Oh,
I
we
did
have a
jazz hands then.
jingle now.
We have a jingle. I did jazz hands. No one can see the jazz hands. Just pretend I'm doing them. Okay.
I am definitely doing them right now. Can you hear them? Can you hear my jazz hands? They're so jazzy.
They sound
Jazzy.
fantastic.
They're basically twinkling. So the question that I posed to my lovely co-hosts, I nearly said wonderful, I went with lovely, it all went a bit wrong there, is what's a really popular game everyone seems to love, but you don't like or you don't really care about playing, and why? Tempest, I'm gonna go with you again.
Oh my god! Right, okay. This is definitely gonna upset at least one of you. I could have had a long list here because I'm quite a bad gamer when it comes to playing like the big games, hence like the Halo and stuff. But I actually went with one that I did try, didn't like it, and I've never gone back to it or any of the like following games. And that is Fallout.
Oh dear.
You know what? I totally understand. As a lover of Fallout, I get why you don't like it. I get it.
Yeah.
And it depends where you started as well. Like if you started with the originals.
No, I think it was 3. I think I started with 3 because that was the first one that was
3D.
Yeah.
That's version, yeah.
Anyway, yeah, it's. I went into it. I was, just thinking, oh, it's going to be a nice RPG game and everything, and I'll run around. And I went into the first town I come to. Went into this back room. There was nobody around. No one around at all. I took a few things out of some boxes. I left the place and got shot. And I was like, how? There was no one there. How do you know I've stolen things?
Because it was probably so buggy that there was supposed to be someone there and they weren't.
Yeah.
Because it's a Bethesda game.
But like that happened to me, and I was a bit like, do you know what? No, that's annoyed me. So I never went back to it, and I know that's I've not. I probably could give 4 a chance, or but I've looked at it and I'm just like, I don't know. It's just something about it. I'm just like, I think I'm just going to leave Fallout for other people that enjoy it.
If I was going to recommend you trying again, I would recommend New Vegas because it's the best story of the 3. But yeah, I do get why people don't like Fallout. And especially when you want to be a thief and you do it badly, like you did.
The thing is, like, in like the majority of RPG games like that, you can just go and pick up stuff. There's like no consequences. And I think it was the first game I'd ever played where it was like, you're stealing this. And I was like, what? No, just what? And it just
the morality system is very integral and very important. And if you're not a fan of that, and which includes like, this is me thieving this, so therefore my morality's gone down, then I totally understand why you don't like it. Me, I'm a nice person and I have to be nice to everybody, otherwise game characters get sad, and I can't have that on my conscience.
Yeah, the thing is, like, if I'd have known, I'd have been playing the good person as well.
But you didn't know.
But yeah, I was going into it blind. I had no idea what I was playing, and like it was just the fact that within the first like maybe 45 minutes of me playing, I was then just shot outside because I'd taken some scrap out of the back of a tavern.
All I've heard that is I got shot and I'm not playing this game again.
Basically, yes. I rage quit Fallout. If that's what you want to hear, I rage quit Fallout.
I do think someone may very much disagree with you in the comments, but I can't fault you for it, Tempest. Although I do love Fallout, I totally understand why you would get rage for that.
To be honest, it's not my game, but I'm with Tempest. I've never wanted to play Fallout ever. It just doesn't attract me in any way, shape, or form.
I mean, I wanted to give it a go. I wanted to enjoy it. I mean, I kind of. I played Skyrim recently. I'd never played that, and I quite enjoyed that. So maybe there's something I could
different.
go back to. But is it? Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah,
I stand by my decision then.
in the fact that they're not different in the fact that they are Bethesda games and they work the same sort of way, but obviously the setting and stuff is so different. The thing that grabs me about Fallout is I absolutely love nuclear post-apocalyptic like settings. So I love the book that Fallout is based on. Well, it's a weird thing. It's not quite the book, but I explained that in one of our previous podcasts. Go and listen to that. So for me, that setting is great. But if you're not into that and then your exploration, and a lot of it can be really empty, and that's why I understand why people don't want to play it, because usually your RPGs is that there's so many people everywhere. So like in Skyrim, you can be walking down the road and you can meet someone on the road and then do like a side quest. Whereas a lot of the time in Fallout, you are just walking in a wasteland. And I quite like that. I like the loneliness of it. And the music is chef's kiss, because I absolutely love that type of music. So I love jazz. You like jazz?
I like jazz.
But yeah, no, it's a good one. That's a good one, Tempest.
Oh, well, thank you.
It's okay. I think I'm gonna go next. And I don't think I'm gonna upset either of you two with this, but I think there's gonna be a whole lot of people in the audience who I might upset. So the game that I have never wanted to play, that everybody else seems to really love, is World of Warcraft. I have.
Ding,
ding, ding! I'll join you there.
Thank you. I've had no.
I love World of Warcraft.
Oh, there you go. She doesn't. Apparently Benny loves everything. She's a proper gamer, unlike us.
Oh mate, no, my one's gonna make everybody rage. So don't worry about it.
Oh no. But
if it's Ratchet and Clank, I'm out of here.
Oh, it's not.
No, I know the reason I don't want to play it, other than it looking a bit naff, to be honest. I don't care what anybody says about that. It's got too big, there's too many things to do and catch up on. I have no need to spend that amount of my life in a game. At all. I don't care how pretty the costumes look and how much you can choose. I don't have that amount of time. I want a story to go from a beginning to some sort of end. And it just never seems to be that way in World of Warcraft. It's always one DLC after the other. All the time. There's no stopping it. And I don't like it.
Stop, it's already dead.
Stop, it's already dead. But like, they have this thing, obviously, I think you can get, was it to level 20 or something for free? And then you have to pay for everything. It's like, I am not wasting my time getting something to level whatever, and then having to choose whether I want to pay an extortionate amount of money each month to keep playing it, or just leave it there. It's dumb.
That is the problem with Warcraft, is the expense. And when I had my time with it, I did have a great time playing it. And I did spend a lot of money, I'm not gonna lie. I had a good few years of getting it monthly and playing it. But yeah, there's the time element to it, and then there is the expense element to it. And to be honest, I agree, it's probably not worth it. You can get probably better MMORPGs out there for a lot cheaper. Elder Scrolls Online for one. And it looks nicer too. And it's in the Elder Scrolls universe.
obviously that's the best part. But I'm sick and tired of hearing from World of Warcraft fans how amazing the game is and how everybody should play it. And then when you ask them why, there is
'Cause it's what-
no answer.
Because it's World of Warcraft.
Because it's World of
That's what-
Warcraft.
'cause it's World of
Exactly.
Warcraft. Yeah.
But that is not an answer. There is nothing there that you have said to me that makes me want to play that game.
Mate,
You
I
have
can play
given me
what?
no reason. Your addiction is not a reason for other people to play the game.
Mate, you can play RuneScape for free. It's basically the same.
But yeah, World of Warcraft, it has a ridiculous following, and I can't see the justification behind it. I'm judging your choice, audience, basically.
I'm judging you.
Basically, I'm getting angry again. I really apparently hate games.
I can see where you're coming from because I'm in
It's
the
usually
same
general
vein.
rage.
Just general rage, yeah.
Like I don't like from my point of view was I just don't kind of get or want to spend that long in like a big open world game because I just get bored so quickly of grinding things like that, and it's just all that feels like to me.
It's just,
That is what it is, though.
yeah,
But people love the grind.
the grind.
That's like part of the appeal, and I get because I like a good RPG. I like a good grind, but I don't need World of Warcraft anymore to be able to ride a griffin. I have a level 13 paladin that has summon greater speed, so I can get one in my mind.
I mean, I like to grind as much as the next person, but it has to have somebody in the middle that I can grind on. Sorry, that went completely the wrong way.
All right, Geralt. Jeez.
We will
Or
return to
more
our
than
regularly
one.
scheduled programming in just a moment.
And welcome
Technical
to the Unnamed
difficulties.
Podcast.
That's a totally different podcast.
That's after hours.
Yes.
Yeah, you can
That's
find that on
what-
our
that's
late
what-
show.
That's for our top tier patrons.
Also, Tempest in underwear. Ooh.
That's why we have 0 patrons.
Wow.
This is our tangent for the week.
Yes.
At least we're laughing this time rather than raging. So.
Yeah, about Jeff Keighley.
The Unnamed Bonking Podcast.
Jeff
Oh,
Keighley.
And on that note, Bendy!
So I'm gonna rage everybody in the comments. I don't want to play The Last of Us. Get out. Stop
Oh, I've
telling
never played
me how good it is. I don't care. Yeah, great. It's fantastic. It's probably is really good, but I don't want to play it. I just there's nothing about it that grabs me. And I already know the story and I know exactly what happens, and maybe that's it because I've just seen. I think with this one, it's the hype that's just
Yeah.
put me off. Just I guess it is great. I don't know. Never played it. Can't really say, but I just don't want to play it. I can't, and maybe it's because I'm not a PlayStation player and I don't own a PlayStation. But if anybody said to me like, "Why don't you like get a PlayStation because of Last of Us?" I'm like, no,
You
just
haven't sold
no.
it.
You
Bad
haven't
job.
sold it, and that's like there's 3 big games on like the PlayStation before that people go, this is the reason to get PlayStation: Last of Us, Marvel's Spider-Man, and God of War. I totally understand God of War and Spider-Man as incentives to buy that console. I just don't understand The Last of Us. I just don't get it. Maybe I just don't like mushrooms being evil. Maybe that's it. Maybe I just like mushrooms being nice.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
See,
Maybe.
when you said you had one that was going to anger everyone, I knew this was going to be your choice.
We spoke about it
no.
before, and I've just been seeing a lot again recently. There's been some kind of upsurge, and maybe it's just on my feed, on my like on my Instagram or something. But I've just been seeing a lot about it, and I'm like, I still don't care. I still don't care.
I kind of get where you're coming from, because I've never really been interested in it, and like everyone I've spoken to have told me how good a game it is, but it hasn't made me want to go and play it. Yes, I have mentioned I have got it downloaded to play, but I am putting it off. Not gonna lie, but like I can see where you're coming from, because I'm kind of in the same boat with it. It's like it never interested me.
Yeah,
Nothing.
No, same.
Nothing, I don't think, can live up to the amount of hype there is around The Last of Us. It is in all of like the top gaming lists and all the things like that, but there's just, I guess because I didn't get my hands on it straight away like normal people did, I haven't been able to, that train has just mowed me over rather than wanted me to get on it. It just crashed into me. Now I'm dead, and I don't want to play The Last of Us. I'm sorry, Last of Us fans. Can you just slow your hype train down a little bit? And I might get on, but probably not.
You mean
I'm sorry.
the hype train that's probably about to get even more hype when the TV show releases?
Yeah, exactly. I'll probably watch the TV show. Like, I'll probably do that. But I don't really like. Maybe it's just I don't like zombies, and I know they're not technically zombies, but
close enough.
Yeah, close enough. Like,
I hate zombies.
I watched a bit of The Walking Dead, and I fell off that quite quickly, and don't want to play the Walking Dead games either. But I quite enjoy Resident Evil, but that's different, and I don't know how it's different. I don't know.
None of them. Absolutely not. This is going down a road that I am not following.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, post-apocalyptic to me should be like we've killed the world rather than the world has been taken over by zombies.
I hate zombies, and everybody's going to laugh at this. It's just a little bit too close to home.
It's because it's it's real.
Yeah,
genuinely, like there are creatures that can do that, and voodoo baby. Although it's a technically different thing, it's more of like a mind control, but
creepy.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I to be fair, Ben, to be fair, we've all kind of sat there and gone, no, I totally understand that from each other's.
Yeah. And from being like your two ones, I am quite a fan of both of those games. So, especially Fallout. But
yes,
I don't know if I ever want to.
To be fair, I thought I'd get a worse reaction out of you for that, because I knew you'd spoken about it in the past.
I don't like to, except maybe Zelda. I don't like to force people to play games that they may not enjoy. And especially a game like Fallout, which you do need to put quite a bit of time into. I mean, I'm probably over 100, 200 hours into like Fallout 3. And if you add all of the Fallouts that I've played, how many hours is ridiculous. But it's a lot of time investment. And the same with World of Warcraft. I don't want to force something down someone's throat that I know you'll need to put a lot of time in to actually enjoy. And if you didn't get it from that first grab from like with Fallout 3 going to Megaton for the first time, because that's where it grabbed me. As soon as I left the vault and was in Megaton and speaking to all of the NPCs there, that's when it grabbed me. If it hasn't grabbed you then, there's no point in wasting your time. I think that's about good rule games, really. If it hasn't grabbed your time, don't waste it. Don't waste your time on it.
That's true. That's true.
I feel you there. I've played games like with my group, like board games, that more or less all of them kind of enjoy, but I've not really liked. But because obviously it's like a majority thing, and we kind of discuss what's playing. I never sulk about it. I will play the game, but you know when you just don't like something, it's it's like you already know, kind of like this is what first impressions are for, isn't it? It's like your gut instinct telling you just don't like something.
Although I will say with that, that happened to me with The Witcher 3. When I was in Velen, I did a little stuff and I got a little bit bored and stopped playing it for about a month. Because I was a bit like, I don't think I like this. I don't think I like this at all. And then I went back and basically married the game. So sometimes it's worth going back, trying to pick it up again, because you never know what's going to be around the corner in the game. But I will admit, 9 times out of 10, if you're not into a game, it's probably not worth going back into it.
Yeah, see, I've got, as I've said many a time, I've got Witcher on my list to play at some point, and I am kind of looking forward to it because it does feel like the more of a kind of RPG adventure game that I'm used to. But we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, I don't upset people with opinions.
Well, to be fair, it's a good job none of you said that you didn't like Destiny, because I would have kicked you off the podcast. Full stop. No excuses.
I was playing Destiny before you knew it. I'm sold.
To be
I
fair,
didn't play Destiny 2. So, well, I only played a little bit of Destiny 2. Did I complete Destiny 2? I can't remember.
I mean,
no.
I like it though. I think they're good games. I think they're well-made games, and I very much enjoyed playing Destiny 1.
Oh yes, we're not debating anything like that. I'm just saying if any of you had said you didn't like them.
Yeah, no, well, to be fair, up until maybe like a couple of months ago, I'd have never played a Destiny, and it probably might have been on this list. But I've played it and I enjoy it, so huzzah.
I sunk my claws into him, made him play the game, and now he's addicted. No, he's not. He's not addicted. He's not stupid like me.
I haven't, to be fair, I do want to go back and do it, but it's just either time or I'm just something else has come out and I'm like, well, I'm playing this.
But yeah, the problem is that games are going to be like that with people. People will always have a very popular game on their list of why the fuck would I want to play that? They're very subjective, and that's the way they should be. Games should not please everyone because they're always going to have different mechanics. They're always going to have different storylines. They're always going to have different like graphics and UIs and stuff that are going to be. Some people will love them. Some people will hate them. If there is a game out there that pleases everyone, we know that the 5G in our system has started working and the government is controlling us.
But what about Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing?
I guarantee there's people that do not like those games.
Yeah.
Those people are fools.
Really... Yes, they're idiots. But I mean, we've got a friend who doesn't particularly like that kind of thing. I have so many people in my stream whenever I do Stardew Valley going, I have absolutely no idea what's going on here. And it's just like,
can you name that friend?
Grosjean.
Oh, right. Okay, no longer a friend. No,
You're
to be fair,
Warzone streamer.
No, I mean, well, to be fair, he'll probably sit there and cry a little bit that you badmouth World of Warcraft, but that's exactly what I thought of when you said it.
Yeah, Grosjean will be very angry with me.
Oh no, are we going to get angry comments and tweets now? Oh no, what have you done to us?
I'm going to get Grosjean texting me going, we aren't friends anymore.
No, to be fair, he'll probably invite you to play.
He's going to say, you should just play it, you love it. There are certain friends.
Stop telling me the game is so good.
Stop it. It's not good.
Stop it.
You telling me it's good is not a reason to make somebody play it. I said it
again. Right, I get it. Like, Joel is really cool. Fine, whatever. Ugh, I don't want to play as him.
I feel like we've been treated to teenager Bendy here.
Hello.
Kevin and Perry fucking
praying
out the...
I can't believe you just did
I'm
that.
doing the arms right now. The arms that don't move.
Oh, Mum, I don't want to play Last of Us.
You are not my friend, and you are not my number 2 player.
You are not my friend, and you're not my Ellie from The Last of Us 2. And then there's going to be kids that are listening to this going, what is Kevin and Perry? Because one, it's English, and two, it's old.
Oh, God, why would you remind me about that?
Oh, Kevin and Perry. That was our childhood, you guys. Good times.
I know it's sad. I say references, and I just feel like nobody's ever going to get them.
All I want to do is do it. Pick up. All I want to do is do it. Pick up.
Oh, I was actually talking about Eyeball Paul the other day.
Talking about that with Deddy.
Well, I saw we're going to go off on another tangent. Enjoy.
Tangent. You can
saw
go away for
a
another 5 minutes, guys.
trailer for the new Kingsman.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That's set in like 1940 something. And the guy who plays Rasputin is Eyeball Paul. Which
Reese
was...
Ifans.
Mhm.
Oh my
In
gosh.
all fairness, that movie looks well good, and I can't wait to see it.
I liked the Kingsman movie, so I'm quite looking forward to that one.
Yeah, it's got a good setting and a good... I like the story of Rasputin as well. I think it's fun story.
Sorry.
Well, why don't we do the Unnamed Movie Podcast?
That's going to be a special, yeah, Unnamed Movie Podcast.
Or maybe my question will be about films and... Oh, we already did one of those. Never mind, carry on.
Films that you'd like to be games.
It's a switcheroo.
I have a list.
Oh God. We have started something.
Oh no.
Oh, I think we're just about done for the day. Or the evening. It is quite late. No, I'm joking.
I think
But
it's been a
yes.
fine podcast.
This is a bit of
It's been
everything.
some rage, some fun, and a lot of dumb. I hope
lot
you
of dumb.
enjoyed.
Yes. So I have been your host for the evening. I'm Nettle Creates, and you can find me on literally everything on the internet as Nettle Creates. Bendy, where can they find you?
I am Bendy Benz, costuming everywhere. Yeah, that's me. Follow me, please. I need more friends.
Aww. Don't measure your friends by how many followers you have.
Thanks,
But on that
Mum.
note, follow us. Tempest.
That's me. You can find me everywhere at Tempest B.
Including OnlyFans.
No, what? Shh.
Oh, is that mine? Was that for me only?
Yeah, well, yeah. Do
Hey.
you want...
Oh, shit. Sorry.
I'm being left out of the OnlyFans.
It's fine. I'll send you a link.
Thank you.
Okay.
What has this podcast descended into?
It's
Why
become
are we
it's
in
become
this?
a smutcast this week.
I don't know.
Smartcast.
It's been one of those weeks. I think we just need to let some steam off. And yes, this is the Unnamed Gaming Podcast, and we are on literally every audio podcast site as the Unnamed Gaming Podcast. So Podbean, Spotify, Apple, Amazon, that kind of thing. And you can also find us on YouTube as the Unnamed Gaming Podcast. So yeah,
Leave us likes and comments.
And
Tweet us.
listen to us. Maybe.
I will just add as well. We do actually have a Twitch channel which will be getting used in the future. So if you could follow us on there, that would be great. The Unnamed Gaming Podcast, or one word.
If
Anyway.
you guys want to help me out, think of a question for next week, tweet us.
Otherwise, we're going to get the same question from week one.
Yes. No, I'll think of something.
We're on the 10th
maybe.
episode now. We can't think of anything else. We're just going to loop back and hope that you've forgotten what we didn't.
That's
Yeah.
it. This is our life cycle. 10 episodes because we run out of questions.
I'm sure I'll think of something.
We're going to have to actually be entertaining.
I can guarantee we're not doing that. I jokes. We have fun.
No. We'll say goodbye. Thank you, everybody. We will see you next week. Goodbye.
Ta-ta for now.
Goodbye. Goodbye.